Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, and thank you for joining me today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Elizabeth. I'm a quantum communicator, healer, and extractor, helping people with their spiritual awakening journeys. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification bell for all so you don't miss anything. Thank you to all of you who have been very loyal clients. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And now onto the video. So this is the season of miracles, and it also happens to be a season where some people get a little bit nervous too financially, and it brings up some lack stories, and I feel this video would be really helpful to support people right now, especially as we go into the new year. We get to start fresh, new beginning, and how can we change our perspective? How can we change our outlook so that way we can become very powerful manifestors, right? So this is really aligning with our true power, our true selves, so that way we can make the most out of our lives, really show up in our lives and really know that we can achieve anything as long as it's aligned with us, right? But there's so much that we normally block ourselves from. So why do we do that? I've just been thinking a lot about this, and a lot about where I know in my life I have looked for things outside of myself. I have looked for people outside of myself. I have looked for those external factors to complete myself, and how that's really not served me, and why it is that I've done that. And I'm sure you can relate to this out there. We go through so many different things in our lives that shape us, right? And we go through traumas, we go through these different rejection, abandonment wounds, and we judge ourselves, and then we're afraid of being judged, and then we believe these stories of just not being good enough, right? Not being smart enough, not being capable enough, being undeserving. Perhaps our parents felt that way. The family line has passed that down, right? Perhaps we've lived through different lifetimes where there has been different traumatic scenarios, and we've carried over that sense of low worth or distorted power, that lack. And it's very true. We do carry over these types of things, and society has a lot of its own stories as well. And we take on these societal stories. You may think to yourself, oh, there's something I really want to do, or I want to achieve this goal. Where do I start? I want to start a spiritual business, or whatever it is, or creative business, whatever it is that is your gifts. And you may think, wow, I'm just not good enough, or there's too many people out there, or the algorithm is just not going to allow me to be successful, and it's just not possible for me to have the life partner of my dreams, or to travel, or to do such and such. And we come up with all of these blocking stories, right? And we end up thinking to ourselves, my gosh, I'm just not good enough, right? And then we look for outside validation of being good enough. We look to say, oh, I want a partner to be able to make me feel like I am good enough, or attractive enough, or capable enough, or whatever it is. Or we look outside ourselves for scenarios to make us feel that joy, that happiness, that completion. And that is when we are actually suffering from deletion, right? We are not manifesting, we are not tapping into that flow of abundance. And the truth is, and I was really thinking about this the last couple of days, it's so available to us. It's really about how do we access the divine matrix and no longer function from the 3D limiting separation matrix, right? Of fear, of illusion. The thing is that we are divine beings. We are. And we have everything already inside of us. We truthfully do. We are that love. We are abundant beings by nature. Why? Because we are from the divine. We're an extension of the divine. We are connected. We are connected with a thread to all living things, all living creatures. That force flows through us. Think of Yoda, and in fact, think like Yoda. We really are that force. And therefore, if we are that force, which is love, then we are that flow, which is love. Then where is the lack in that? The lack truly is of the mind. The lack is from the trauma. It's from what we've experienced, right? The disappointments, the lack of nurturing, the rejection, again, the betrayal wounds, all of these sorts of things. And we develop these stories and these very ingrained belief systems where we are cutting ourselves off from everything that we can have when we already are all of that abundant energy. There is no deficiency of it whatsoever. So ask yourself, how am I blocking myself? What are the normal things that you think most of the day? What is the normal conversation that you have with yourself? How do you speak to yourself? Are you putting yourself down most of the time? Or are you complaining most of the time? I am not saying that I'm perfect at this, but becoming aware of what you're doing is definitely the first step. Being observant, being present is the way of transmuting. It is the way of transmuting and transforming these blockages so that way we can align with our true selves, our true power, our true worth, and to know that every single thing is possible. Every single thing is possible. Give yourself the opportunity to know that everything is possible. I think to myself, when I was younger, when I was in high school, I did have insecurities and things like that, right? We all go through that, especially when you're a teenager. But I did try something out that I didn't even know about manifesting. My friend and I tried something out, and it was the power of this statement that we always said to each other: wouldn't it be cool if? Wouldn't it be cool if? And I remember, the first time I became friends with my BFF, it was over a band, and we were excited about this band and obsessed with this band. Oh, when is this band going to be coming to New York? And we said, oh, wouldn't it be cool if, the band came and blah, blah. And sure enough, the band came. I'm like, oh my God. So then we started this statement all the time, and we say, oh, wouldn't it be cool if, oh, Liz, wouldn't it be cool if, ... I even got it ingrained on an actual dog tag, and I wore that dog tag as jewelry. So there was this power in this, and it's very closely related to if you were to do a dream board. I also think of, if you know the movie The Last Holiday, that has LL Cool J's in it, Queen Latifah's in it. I'm not going to give away the plot of the story if you didn't see it, but part of it is that she had a book of possibilities. And why not? Why not have a book of possibilities? Why isn't something possible, right? It's because of those stories. It's because of those beliefs. And this is a magical time of year to really think about, oh, well, things could be possible, right? And we can start by being really observant as to how we speak to ourselves, the stories that we are just constantly cycling, and we can make things happen. We have the divine ability to make things happen. And it's just about changing that mindset. It doesn't change overnight, but the more present we can be with our thoughts, the more we can just be the observer instead of identifying with the mind, identifying with those thoughts, the more we are tapping into our true power, the more we're accessing the divine matrix. And that is a really, really powerful thing. We're at this point, especially on the ascension journey, this collective journey of light, where we're understanding now so much more. I should say not even understanding, because that's more of the mind, but we're embodying more of that wholeness and realizing through all of the dark times of the soul and all of the releases and purges and and the shadow that has come up before us, especially for those who have divine partnerships and you have all of these things strongly mirror from soul family members. We go through all of this not good enough and lack stories and rejection, abandonment, and codependency and all these things. But now we're at this point where we can embody more of the fact that we don't need anything or anyone outside of ourselves. And it does feel peaceful rather than it feeling erratic, rather than falling into the worry. It's that knowing, it's that embodiment of I am that I am. I am that I am. I am supported. I am a divine being. I am that power. I am that force. I am that flow. I am that infinite abundance. And once you're in that, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, even if for just a couple of seconds, where you're feeling this just amazing peace, and all of a sudden all these fears and all these worries disappear, and you're just have this washing of just divine peace, you're accessing the divine matrix. You're accessing it, and that is the truth. And all we need to do is know that it does exist and just allow that to just continue to be our normal state. Continue to be that normal state. And once we can do that, we can manifest we can manifest where it is just amazing on how things just come in, how things just flow and attract to us. And not these lower situations and these lower relationships, but how we're having the luck, right? We're having the good fortune come in, right? And then we're recognizing too so much more how things aren't coincidental. It's not about coincidences, it's God incidences, right? That things don't just happen just because. They happen because they're just, it's energetically all set up. It's all set up. It's all orchestrated is the best word for that. It's orchestrated, right? Everything just seems to come together and the pieces make sense. So ask yourself, where are you looking for someone or something outside of yourself? Where are you blocking yourself when it comes to your goals and your dreams, the things that you really want to do? Perhaps you want to start a creative venture. Perhaps you want to start a spiritual business. Maybe you want to travel. Whatever it is, how are you blocking yourself? Do you have this story or several stories? Do you feel like you can't compare to others? Do you feel like you're just not enough? That you're not going to make enough of an impact? Because the truth is, you are an amazing divine being and you can do anything. You are here to experience for the divine. You are divine. Anything is possible. Wouldn't it be cool if ... Right? Wouldn't it be cool if? Maybe try a book of possibilities like Queen Latifah did in the last holiday. Cut out some pictures, put them all together, and make your own storybook, right? Add in your own new chapters. Maybe you are someone that likes to do a vision board, or maybe it's just about writing it down and just have it be more tangible, right? Maybe you don't know how you're going to have the money for a trip and you want to travel, but start acting as if you're already going to take the trip. Start looking into places, restaurants, and looking into the travel in that area. Start looking up, the prices for airlines or whatever it is, and start being in that energy rather than being separated from it. Knowing that it's here right now. The infinite abundance is now. The divine is now. Everything is in the now. So I hope that this is inspiring you. I hope that it excites you for the year ahead And wherever you are falling into those traps of the mind, I hope that you are able to witness it. I hope that you are able to observe it and allow it to transmute so you can bring in something new that really does serve you, really does serve your best being and your best life, because you are capable of doing it. You are that love. You are that abundance. So thank you so much for listening. And I'm really looking forward to doing more sessions and doing more videos in the new year, bringing new content, perhaps new different subjects having to do with the spiritual. You could always let me know if there's something that you want to see. I was thinking of maybe doing more videos on crystals, on oils, and how we can work with those with our healing. More videos on shadow work, whatever it's going to take to help you to become your best version. I'm here to help you do that. I'm here to offer you reading sessions, really unique light language healing sessions to really transmute and activate you into your highest light. And I'm also here for the paranormal work with the extractions. If you have any interferences, we can do that psychic surgery and make sure that you're not interfered with, so that way you can move forward. I'm here for all of it. I'm also going to be offering a December special for those who are brand new clients. Brand new clients. If you are a brand new client, never worked with me before, I am going to offer my 1 hour reading sessions for $125 as opposed to $175, which is my normal price. So if you are a brand new client and you never worked with me before, it's not on my website. I'm just going to extend this to you. You can contact me on theparanormalpriestess.com. Again, this is for new clients only. You've never ever worked with me ever. And I'd like to offer that for the holidays for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Brightest blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.